and welcome to my second episode of the IT Vlog. As you can see, I'm wearing work clothes because I had just finished dinner and haven't changed out of them yet. Yesterday I was in my PJs because I was sick, and today was my first day back to work, and I could tell I was missed because I had two people fighting over my services. It made me feel kind of good that my help was appreciated. Anyways, this is day 2 in the documented life of this intrepid IT person, and once again, I have written my script out on Microsoft Word. It's going to be a little shorter today because I have sort of a band rehearsal tonight, and my services are requested yet again to help get things set up in my family's music room. I have a mom, a dad, a younger sister, and 2 brothers. In addition to that, I have a dog, 2 cats, a lizard, and a bird. Talk about crowded. It wasn't half as bad as when we had hamsters. I think they're cute as long as they're owned by someone else or in a pet store. But I will never, ever, ever, ever own one ever again. Why do you ask? Well, let me tell you the story of my first hamster friend that met an unfortunate and completely self-induced end. At least I think that's the proper word to use for that. The stupid ADD. His name was Hammy. I was a fan of Over the Hedge at the time, and fair Hammy had a love for escaping and skydiving. The problem was that we had cats, and they wanted to devour him, little paws and all. So we had to put him up high so that the cats would not be able to get to him. Unbeknownst to us, his little tube with a little observation tower, like at the top, it's like circular that looks sort of like a saucer, was not fastened securely. So that when he went up into it to look about and enjoy his newfound freedom, kingdom, thing, fair King Hammy met his downfall. Literally. His tube slipped and swung down, and the top of his observation deck unfastened itself from its base. It had like a little top that kind of clipped in. It didn't work very well. And then, as you can well imagine, down came Hammy. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put fair King Hammy together again. And so passed Hammy, son of, Hammy? Lord of the England household. That was dramatic, but close to the truth. And so, our second and last hamster was Muffin, inherited from my aunt who had to move away. I'm sorry to say this, but she was the most annoying hamster I've ever met. She would make a continual racket in the wee hours of the night by gnawing on the metal bars of her cage to the point where we'd throw Beanie Babies at her to just get her to shut up. I kept her fed and her cage clean and made sure she had every happiness a spoiled princess hamster could desire. But alas, she decided to end her life by stuffing her cheeks full of her bedding. We looked in on her the next morning because the cage smelled awful, and she had passed. And that is why I will never have another hamster as long as I live. I hope you all enjoyed my Tales of Woe, and I thought I'd end this with my rendition of Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. If you can recite it, please say along with me. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mome rats outgrabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, with jaws that bite and claws that snatch. Beware the Jub bird and shun the frumious Bandersnatch. He took his vorpal blade in hand. Long time the manxome foe he sought, and then paused he by the tum-tum tree, and stood awhile in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, through and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. His foe lay dead, and with his head he came galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, callooh, callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did jar and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the bollygoves, and the mome raths out grabe. Thank you. And now we have come to the end of yet another exciting episode of the IT vlog. Once again, I request that you subscribe, like, favorite, and post a comment of any suggestions, constructive criticism, or even encouragements in the comments below. If you wish to leave a video response or ask a question that you would like to hear answered in one of my next episodes, don't hesitate to make yourself heard. I'm very excited about this new series, so please tune in tomorrow for another episode of the IT vlog. Good night, fair people of YouTube internet land.
I am empty, I am helpless, I am lost.